Anyway.
Let's do this. Talk about that.
Fireworks! Don't care I'm making noise for this bit because... Hello, fellow Cravers, and welcome to another CTG Wrestle podcast with me, GD, and of course my co-host, Hanksy. Hanksy! It's Extreme Rules, where half the matches are actually... Yeah, well, it's been...
it feels like it's been ages.
It's been a month.
We're so used to having 2 a month.
Yeah, well, that's...
You only go to 1 a month, it just seems like, just a huge gap between them.
Yeah,
as though it always used to be, it just feels weird.
But do you know what the weirdest thing is? And I think if I've got my calculations right, the next pay-per-view, SummerSlam.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Yeah, so it just feels weird. But more importantly, I'm going to do something different. So when we first did this, we started off with what order we thought the matches were going to be. And then we just started putting in what matches we think is the more popular ones. I'm going to start off with the kickoff show match. I'm really looking forward to this one.
Yeah. I'm surprised it's on the kickoff show, to be honest.
I'm surprised this is on the kickoff show.
It's on the kickoff show.
And that...
This to me, this is better than some of the ones on the main.
Oh god, yeah. And if people don't know what match we're on about, you can see it now. It is the New Day versus SaniTy in their first... This is their first pay-per-view match. In a... it's an...
On the main roster,
It's a tables match. But we are going to be doing an elimination table match because we can't do it any other way.
Yeah.
Which makes sense to us. But, yeah, mate. SaniTy's finally made their debut. We was expecting to probably make the debut at Money in the Bank, which unfortunately they didn't.
Yeah.
But they did the night after.
No.
I'm going to be honest, it was... not the way that I would have introduced them into the WWE's main roster. But guess what? They're going to be here later tonight. No, surprises!
Yeah. I felt the same. I thought this is SaniTy. The whole point of them is that they are unpredictable.
Yeah.
And you've started off by saying, just so you know, SaniTy are on later.
Oh,
great, okay.
It's not even full SaniTy, but we're not going to go into... for the fact that we've already discussed this many times. The only thing I do want to discuss about is that Nikki Cross ended up having a tag team match on a live show earlier this week for SmackDown Live. Yeah, she teamed up with Becky Lynch to take on the Iconics, which... Good. By the sounds of things...
Let's hope.
It's high. Well, hope. By the sounds of things, that means she's probably going to be coming over to SmackDown, which, I'll be honest, where else would you put her? I wanted to sit back with SaniTy.
But the gimmick doesn't work without SaniTy so much. You know, the whole point is that she's nuts. She's the most nuts member of them. She's the most crazy of the 4 of them, really. Yeah. And that's what we liked. And on her own, it doesn't really work as well. It's just, but... It
doesn't...
So, yeah,
then again, you say it doesn't work that well. I just want to mention the NXT TakeOver match that she had with Baszler. I felt that was a really good match. And
it was a good match.
And it basically came to a point that we said she would not tap out, and she didn't. She basically
felt one sleep.
Passed out. Yeah.
Passed out. But, I mean, it's not that she's not any good on her own. She is. It's just the gimmick doesn't work as well on its own. The whole point was that she's part of that collective, and I like the fact that you had a collective that was, that had both men and women in it. And it was good.
The thing is, you don't get that often nowadays.
No, you don't. And I was talking to James about this. I was sort of saying, I think the other thing I'm a little bit... I don't want them to be necessarily wrestling in the tag team division either. I mean, obviously that's what they ultimately are. So they will. But I like the fact that on NXT, they turned up where they wanted, when they wanted. And it was, if they wanted to turn up and take on a single, somebody in the singles division, they'd do that. Yeah. The thing is, I just hope that SmackDown have got the imagination to do that.
The thing is, we want them treated like a stable, not, like you said, a tag team.
Yeah.
A bit. New Day, for example, look at New Day. New Day is treated like a tag team. They go by the Freebird Freebirds rule. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
that's
Freebirds.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we don't really want to see that happening with SaniTy, even though that seems to be what area they seem to be focusing in. But hopefully they will look into this and say, no, you know what? Let this team be dominant in SmackDown.
Yeah.
Have them, have them fight either Jeff Hardy or Shinsuke further down the line.
Yeah.
Especially Eric Young. I think Eric Young or I keep forgetting the bloody name. The
Killian Dane.
Killian Dane. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean he was, wasn't it? I mean he was breaking into the single.
Oh yeah, he was up for the
roster on
NXT. Yeah, NXT Championship at one point, and he was part of the North American Championship as well for that beautiful ladders match.
Yeah, it was an amazing match. So I think this is it. So as I say, I think we'll see what they do with them, and I really hope SmackDown have got the imagination to do something decent with them.
Yeah. Well,
really do.
Like I said, the only thing that upsets me about this, and like you mentioned earlier, this is part of the kickoff show. Which is weird because
I get that.
The thing is, you put in not only probably one of the most hyped from NXT stables there, but also one of the most loved tag teams in WWE at the moment there as well. And I understand, you don't want them going for the tag team championships at the moment, but just looking at the list here, I can already name some one match in particular, which we're probably going to have to talk about a little bit later on, which I would have put on there, but I know why you don't put it on there, for the fact that God, it's going to be one of those two at SummerSlam, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. But there's other matches that I don't think are as strong as this. Really, I got to admit, I don't think out of the three, because obviously we're going to have 3 tag team matches now.
Yes.
Out of the 3, this is the strongest.
I think
this is the strongest of the 3. I get why. Obviously, the other SmackDown one, it's because it's Team Hell now.
Yeah.
So obviously, there's the reforming of Team Hell.
It looks like Kofi Kingston's already been eliminated, by the way. I just noticed. Right. So SaniTy's down by 1 man. Sorry. Yeah. But
so you look at the other 2 tag teams. That is not a strong match. It's Team Hell now. I can't stand the Bludgeons. I really can't.
I can't either.
And and you look at the other one, and it's again, I think I quite like the B team gimmick.
The thing is,
I'm quite liking the Deleted Worlds gimmick, but it's not as good a match as this one's going to be.
The thing is, I'm enjoying, but then again, at the same time, I am enjoying, like you said, with Raw's Tag Team Championships, which we can talk a little bit about, because I can already tell you this is not one of the matches we've got on our cards. The thing is, I do love the whole idea, and I think it's more to the fact that for the first time that I can even think of, you've got Bray Wyatt facing Bo Dallas in a match at a pay-per-view as well, which is nice to see.
He's fought, but they've fought themselves before, but it's always been. It's never been a prolonged feud like this. It's always been as a basically it was throw Bo Dallas to the Wolves.
Yeah. But this time they were actually taking the B team, which I'm going to be honest, it surprised me that they're actually taking them a little bit seriously here, to a point that they ended up. I just love the little touches that they put in that thing as well. Right, so you're going to make fun of the Deleter of Worlds. Bo, you're going to be Bray Wyatt. Look, you're thinking.
You know what? It's when he puts the beard on as well that you realise.
The brothers?
Like they've got the same eyes.
Yeah,
they've got exactly the same eyes. It's bizarre. And Curtis Axel takes off Matt Hardy so well. Yeah, it's brilliant. So I've enjoyed the gimmick. I think it's. I don't know. I put it out now. I think that Bray and Matt will win this.
I'm just the only thing.
But I hope it's not the end of this. I hope we're not in a situation like we were at SmackDown where they pushed, Breezango for a couple of weeks, and we all thought this is quite exciting, and then Breezango have basically gone back to being beaten up each week. And
well, by the sounds
I
of
hope
things, Breezango's going to
do
be
that with
out
NXT.
for a while anyway. If people don't know, Fandango he's out for about 7 to 8 months. He's just had successful shoulder surgery.
Shoulder.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. So he unfortunately, that tag team is definitely going to be out for quite a while, which is.
I don't think people realise how hard that guy works.
Oh, Fandango, yeah.
Because you see him on the telly and they're a joke tag team and they're there as filler.
Yeah.
You don't realise, but I think he was number 3, I think, last year on the guy's time in the ring across all shows, including house shows. I think he was number 3, but he was only behind Kevin Owens and Dean Ambrose last year. Which shows how hard
that's a good point. When is Dean Ambrose supposed to be coming back?
October, I believe.
October? Has he been pushed back? Oh, damn it. Which is...
They hoped he'd be back for WrestleMania, or just after WrestleMania, didn't they? Because he was at he was supposed to be at WrestleMania at Access.
Yeah.
So he was supposed to be at Access, and everyone said, "Oh, great, he's at Access. That means he's coming back soon." And then he didn't turn up at Access, and the next thing we know, he'd moved back to I think they're Birmingham, Alabama, aren't they? I think is where he's been, where they've been sort of like trying to fix him back up. So I believe October.
Well, that's to be honest, that's just in time for Survivor Series, I guess. And now. I know we're basically following on from stories, but this match is actually lasting longer than I thought it was going to. Talking about October, have you heard at TLC? Well, usually around this time, October's tickets start to go on sale, and from what we heard, it was supposed to be TLC. But by the looks of things,
traditionally always been the Christmas show, isn't it?
Yeah, it's always. Well, the thing is that by the sounds of things, TLC is being moved to December anyway. But it's leaving October free for something else. Now, rumours are that, I think it was last year, WWE actually had licensed the copyright or trademark, whichever one it is, for Halloween Havoc again.
Oh, right.
So, rumours are, because that pay-per-view would be on during Halloween, they're saying that it may be Halloween Havoc is going to be coming back to the WWE. So
I really want War Games. I really want War Games.
I think if
I
War
hope
Games
NXT do that again.
Oh yeah, I'm hoping
NXT War Games was so good.
But then again, if they do War Games, which teams would you want to see in it this time? Now we've got SaniTy over at in main roster, and well, I'm guessing
I think
Undisputed Era is going to still be there by the time.
Yeah. It'll be still on NXT, won't they?
Yeah.
I think so. They'll still definitely be there. I think you could have a British team.
Oh, with Mustache Mountain and was it Kevin Dunn? I was saying Kevin Dunn. I think I got that right. Pete Dunne.
No. Pete Dunne.
Pete Dunne.
That's a possibility.
Yeah.
You could have a British team. Obviously, it's undisputed. And then a third. I don't know who the third would be.
Well, they don't actually have to have a third. The thing is, we're just thinking a third team just for the hell of it.
We're thinking about last year, aren't we?
Yeah, the thing is, you got to remember the first War Games only had 2 teams during that match, and so it was 2 teams of 4. So they could. The only rule is that I think you can't get a pinfall until every member of both team is in the actual ring at that time.
No, every team has to be. Every member of both teams has to be in the ring, and then that's when the match starts. Effectively.
Yeah, technically.
So until every member.
Everything before that, that's nothing. That's not the match. That's like having an interview in the backstage.
Yeah.
Is that Alexa Black? No,
that the crap out of each other, and then they start the match, which is why I like War Games.
No.
And last year was phenomenal. So, but yeah, I mean, that'd be interesting. Halloween Havoc would be interesting.
I would enjoy that.
TLC traditionally has always been December, So
I think, like I said,
they're sort of moving it anyway.
Yeah. So the rumours were that it was supposed to be coming out in October. So, but then I'm trying to think what it was. Was it No Mercy or something like that last year? Around about that time?
Yeah, I think it was, yeah.
And then, of course, it's Survivor
was.
Series beforehand.
Survivor Series November.
Yeah.
We had Night of Champions as well, didn't we? In September, I think.
Anyway, mate, the match is finished. So I'm going to ask you the two matches that we did talk about.
Right, yeah, go on.
So the first match I want to ask is the Raw Tag Team Championships. Do you think that the Deleter World is going to retain, or do you think we're going to see the B Team go to the A Team?
No, I think the B Team are going to lose, isn't they? I think the B Team are going to lose. I just hope that, it's that they don't just then sort of go back into being a bit of a joke, because I think they've actually really shown it. For people have said for a long time that actually Bo Dallas is very, very good.
Oh yes,
and Bray Wyatt has always said that he feels that Bo Dallas is the better of the two of them. It's always gone on record as saying he actually feels that Bo is better than him, and I think it's been good to see. Again, Curtis Axel, ex-Intercontinental Champion. You know what I mean? He's no slouch himself. So I just hope that, I think they'll lose, but I just hope that isn't the end of them.
Yeah, I'm agreeing here. I think that I do not see the Deleter of Worlds actually losing the championships, especially to the B Team. No offense to the B Team.
Yeah.
They're quite good, but also I do hope that there is further down the line. Maybe SummerSlam have multiple teams like they normally do for the big events. What about the match that we've got on here, the kickoff show match? New Day versus SaniTy.
I'd be very surprised if SaniTy didn't win. Wouldn't you?
Do you know what? I'm going to say this now. I think New Day is going to get slaughtered by SaniTy.
Do you think so?
I do so.
Yeah.
I think SaniTy is going to be... This is their way of putting their name down by destroying, be honest, one of the most dominant tag team stables.
Yeah, I think if SaniTy... If SaniTy went on their first pay-per-view and lost to the New Day, I think that would be quite damaging.
Yeah.
If the New Day lost, everyone's going to go, well, because they're against SaniTy, that's fine. New Day's still awesome.
Yeah. So New Day can afford the loss. SaniTy at the moment can't because it's their first pay-per-view. No, that wasn't Aleister Black. That was SaniTy. Aleister Black is still on NXT at the moment. He's still NXT champion.
Champion at the moment.
And Tommaso Ciampa, he is an absolute nutcase.
He's awesome, though.
Awesome, but he's a nutcase.
He's awesome.
Anyway, mate, let's move on to our next match, which is, if I remember off the top of my head, which I don't, so let's see what the next match is. Oh, it's for the WWE Championship. I am looking forward to this. He finally gets his shot.
I just don't think he's going to win.
I don't think he's going to win, but I'm just happy he's getting a shot. Yeah,
I love him. I think we'd all love Rusev to win, and it is great as having that shot. But I just feel that we all think this is a bit of a filler.
Yeah, but then again, saying it's a bit of filler, but who would you say is probably in line to face AJ Styles at the moment?
I don't know. It's a problem, isn't it? It's a bit.
The thing is that now
because now that Shinsuke's back down the card slightly.
Yeah.
You sort of wonder, don't you, where they're going with this now? And obviously it's.
The thing is, the only other way I can see this going, and this might be a little bit of a ruin for one of the other matches, is what people want to see: AJ Styles versus Daniel Bryan at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
I think that's what people have been asking for. That is probably what is going to be happening. But at the same time, I'm thinking, look, I'm happy Daniel Bryan's back. I'm saying that now. I'm happy he's back. Yeah. But at the same time, I feel... I think there's better competition out there for AJ at the moment. But I can't think...
Yeah.
Do you know... you know what? Now thinking of it, off the top of my head... No, he's on Raw. No, he can't fight him. Sorry. Continue on.
That's the problem.
I was thinking McIntyre.
No, he's on
Raw. And at the moment, they don't even have a main championship.
No, SmackDown's struggling a bit at the moment, I think. And I just think, it's a little bit. Because obviously, Samoa Joe is injured again.
No, he's not injured.
Is he not?
No, he's back. So
Is he back?
if people don't know, before SmackDown
So
went
I
live,
haven't seen the second half this
no,
week.
no, no. This wasn't. This wasn't during SmackDown Live. This was just before
Right.
SmackDown Live. During a dark match, Ty Dillinger was coming out to have a match. Samoa Joe attacked him from behind as he was going down.
Oh, right.
So
Right.
Samoa Joe's back. Don't know if
that
he's
would
ready
make
for a
sense
match.
for Joe to be. It would make
Against
sense
AJ.
for Joe to be going that way. You know, or I mean, Bobby Roode. I think we were all expecting him to have turned heel after the last pay-per-view, and it hasn't really happened.
What, AJ Styles?
No, Bobby Roode.
Yeah, I must say that didn't happen.
Yeah, and so I think I don't know. I don't know. I mean, we all love Rusev, and I think everybody loves Rusev. And if the WWE had any, if the writing team on SmackDown had any real sense, they'd have done something really good with Rusev.
Yeah,
and they haven't done.
They've made him
And
look
I
like
still
the
don't
bad
think
guy
they're
in this
going to.
again, but it's struggling to make
They
him
have a
look
little
like
bit.
the bad
They
guy
turn
when
him.
he's loved.
Yeah, yeah.
I-
The interplay on the mic this week between Rusev and Byron was hilarious.
Ugh.
I mean, it's always funny on SmackDown because Corey Graves and Byron Saxon just put it together, but Rusev just took it to that next level. Well, he called him Milk Boy. It was just, it's brilliant. Yeah, it's so funny.
Well, yeah, I think we can easily say here that. By the way, the match. Screw that. We're going to do the rematch. No way am I having a match finish on a what's it called, a double K count out. Screw that. Fuck that. I am not having that. We can roll this again. Screw no. Anyway, like we were saying, the thing is, because of it being an Extreme Rules, which is just before SummerSlam, I don't see the championship moving hands yet.
No.
And the thing is,
that's what we're all thinking.
Yeah, if this was SummerSlam, then I would be thinking, wait a minute, no, this could actually happen. Rusev probably will get that chance with the major championship. But at the same time, around about this time of year, didn't Jinder Mahal end up winning the WWE championship?
I suppose.
Could they probably do a run with Rusev? Yeah. Which I wouldn't mind. I think that would be brilliant. I think, yeah. You know what? I'm not agreeing with you. I actually see Rusev winning this match, especially if Aiden English is going to be out there with him as well. I just feel like it's just the right time and opportunity for him to do that.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that because I want Rusev to win. No,
I think it'd be great. I think it'd be great if Rusev won. I just don't think. It'd be really nice surprise, wouldn't it?
It would be a nice surprise. No offense to AJ Styles, but that.
No.
Oh, that's what's also noticeable about this. So,
yeah.
This also might be another reason why we're probably thinking AJ Styles is probably going to win this. They announced the cover star for WWE 2K19 a couple of weeks back. And of course, AJ Styles is the cover star this year, which I'm going to be that makes sense. He has, if anyone in WWE at the moment, he has been the superstar that has shone the brightest over this past year.
Yeah.
As pretty honest, the only champion. Might have been a different matter if they decided to leave it with Jinder Mahal for a little bit longer. Oh God, what if he was the cover star?
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know. So we'll see.
Let's talk about another match, which we will not have on here, and what? It's the other main match, which nobody has asked for, and I think it's because the WWE is worried that they don't know what the hell is happening at SummerSlam at the moment. And that is Roman Reigns versus Bobby Lashley. The Extreme Rules sign on this one is that, be honest, they both are not that extreme. You'd be surprised if you can stay awake for this match. By the way, I did actually fall asleep in Roman Reigns' match at Money in the Bank. I don't remember who he was fighting. Was it Jinder Mahal? I think it was Jinder Mahal. That's what happens with Roman Reigns matches. I don't remember who he was fighting. I seriously think it was Jinder Mahal. But yeah. So Hanksy, what do you think of this leading up to this match? I've got a feeling I've lost Hanksy. So yeah, we're back after a little bit of a technical difficulty. Yeah, like I was saying, so Roman Reigns versus Bobby Lashley. I think you put it in the best words possible, mate. It's another match that no one's asked for.
Nobody cares about this, do they?
No.
I mean,
look.
Yeah.
Whatever
I
happens.
don't know what seems so.
Whatever happens
Nobody
with this
cares.
match,
It doesn't seem to push the storyline on in any way, shape, or form. It's just, yeah. I don't get really why we're here again, to be honest.
the thing is, do you know why I think this has happened? So the rumours were that it was supposed to be a 5-man, like last year, a 5-man fatal 5-way, whatever you want to call it, to decide who will be facing Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. And unfortunately, Brock Lesnar being Brock Lesnar is basically making it hard for WWE to actually plan a match at SummerSlam. Especially when he went over to bloody UFC last week and challenged somebody. He can't fight that person until next year because of his drug probation.
Well,
whatever.
He's not exactly. He's got. According to Dana White, I think he's got 7 months still left on his ban.
Yes. So
yeah.
Look.
So he's not gonna be. Yeah.
Look,
I think at least 7 months on his ban.
As a WWE,
so he's not going to be back. He's going to go back in a testing pool, which he hasn't started yet.
No.
And then, once he's in the testing pool, he's then got to prove that he's completely clean.
Yeah.
That's
going to be difficult.
So this isn't going to happen this year.
No.
This isn't going to happen
it's
this
definitely
year.
not. But the thing is, he'll have to go and train again.
Everything I'm reading, but everything I'm reading, everyone, is people are saying that, people like Dave Meltzer are saying he's got 1 fight left on his deal.
Yeah.
Which would indicate SummerSlam.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it's a bit of a.
The thing is, look, there's WWE fans, and I know that a lot of WWE fans, the universe has been saying this for God knows how long now. Look, if Brock Lesnar doesn't want to fight in the WWE anymore, if he wants to go back to UFC, then good riddance to him. Really, the thing is,
he doesn't. But I mean, the indication from the press conference wasn't that either, because I watched the press conference, the Dana White press conference.
Yeah.
And the question was put to him, what is Brock's position with WWE?
Yeah.
And Dana White's answer wasn't, well, his contract is coming to an end or anything like that. His answer was, well, Brock's got a really good relationship with Vince. Everything's cool there, and he's allowed. Basically said he's clear to fight for this fight.
Yeah.
So the indication was that the contract in place was not a 1-match contract, but it was a longer-term contract.
Yeah. Well, look,
so so the implications of that are that he'd be doing both at the same time.
Well, this is the way we're looking at it. The thing is, hopefully, we'll end up having the match at SummerSlam against whoever wins this match. I'm going to guess is going to be facing him. Will it be the boring one known as Bobby Lashley, or the most hated one known as Roman Reigns, who, be honest, should not get another shot at that goddamn championship? He has failed so many times now, it's annoying.
Technically, he did win it last time. But,
Look, I'm making a prediction for...
The point is,
match is
I think
nothing.
Bobby Lashley's going to win this.
Yeah,
Lashley's going to win this. I think, for me, the only real reason they brought Lashley back is for this fight.
Can I make a prediction for
because they're going to build it up.
I know we're supposed to be doing our predictions
they're going to build it
for...
up as MMA versus MMA.
Yeah. I'm just saying this now. I know we're supposed to be doing our predictions for Extreme Rules now, but can I just make a quick prediction for SummerSlam? I think Braun Strowman's going to walk out as Universal Champion by the end of it.
Oh, I have no
the
doubt.
guy has got the money in the bank. He better cash it on that on Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Or cash it on Bobby Roode. That would make me even happier.
I think he'll cash it on Lesnar, and then I think there'll be a feud between him and.
Please make
Lashley.
it be better. Yeah. You know what? I can't wait until Braun Strowman gets that goddamn championship.
And then
they are not going to waste it again.
I expect Brock Lesnar to be back in WWE by this time next year. Because I don't think he's going to win.
Oh, and then he'll get to WrestleMania, and then he'll have the championship, and then we're not going to see it for another year.
Probably, yeah.
WWE, stop giving him the goddamn championship. I understand that you're not 100% trusting the Universal Championship at the moment.
Do you know what? The thing for me, and I was talking to Heavenly about this.
Yeah.
Right? I don't dislike Brock Lesnar. I think Brock Lesnar is entertaining. I think he's a pull. I think, he's a name, and I think but he doesn't have to have the title.
No, he doesn't.
Exciting.
I think that's
me, his best feuds were the ones, the feud which ended up with him beating Undertaker at WrestleMania. Yeah. There was no title involved.
No. The thing is,
it was a free match feud. It was a free match feud, took place over 3 pay-per-views across that year. Finishing it was 2-0, wasn't it? I think it was going into WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Everyone presumed Undertaker would win, and he beats Undertaker, and it's a wow moment.
Yeah.
That was a great feud. The feud before that, where his best one before that with Triple H. Where with the steps were in the ring and everything else. Again, no title was involved. Doesn't need the title to be good.
Do you know the only good times that Brock Lesnar, in my opinion, when he's had the championship or it's been a championship match where it's been good, is when Seth Rollins has been involved. That Royal Rumble triple threat match between him, John Cena, and Brock Lesnar, that was brilliant. And Brock Lesnar wasn't even in most of that match. And then when it came to WrestleMania, when he cashed it in, that was brilliant.
Yeah,
I think that's still one of that was my favourite WrestleMania moments still to this day.
It's an awesome cash in. I think my favourite WrestleMania moment is now going to be the Hardys coming back, but yeah, I mean it was. And in terms of the cash-ins, it's still by far the most dramatic cash-in we've ever seen.
Yes,
yeah, so dramatic.
Scott says that he likes Brock goes off script at times. Be honest, he doesn't speak most of the time, so let's continue.
Yeah, I mean he does. I think
the poor mate Heyman makes him better.
I do think sometimes some of the off-script stuff is scripted, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think there are times when it's meant to look that way.
Anyway, mate, we was talking about someone that we think is going to be a future Universal Champion, Braun Strowman. He's got a match at Extreme Rules, which is an actual match that includes some kind of extreme side of it, with Kevin Owens in a steel cage match. So,
this is good.
Oh my god,
I'm really looking forward to this.
Okay, so I have been following this to a point. The thing is, it's great because look, I enjoy watching Kevin Owens having the match. I enjoy watching Braun Strowman have a match, and these two have been great chemistry together with this. Including flipping Kevin Owens. I'm guessing it was a rental.
Yeah, it's his rental car and knocking him in a porta toilet and pushing him off the stage. It's
WWE's way of making fun of the stars that they've released.
Yeah.
I love that because I was looking at it, looking at the porta potty and thinking, okay, yeah, I understand this is funny. And then I think I went online. I think it was one of the, the main wrestling focused channels. And they basically pointed out, that they probably did this to make fun of Big Cass because he did end up getting locked. He thought that he got locked in the toilet. Thinking, good point.
Yeah. I think it's been really funny. It's been a lot of fun. I love Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
I think he's probably up there as my favourite superstars at the moment.
Have you noticed? It's always the heels.
He's brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah.
He is. Yeah, it's true. But he's been great. he's so good. I mean, this week was funny, with him being refusing to leave Kurt's office.
Yeah.
It's been, and I think, as part of me that would like to see them team up, because I do think there's chemistry there, and I think they're funny. I think that I don't think that's going to happen because obviously the Money in the Bank thing, but as I say, it's been really good, and I think this match could be really funny. I think it could be. So, I think Owens will win it. I think he'll
escape. Yeah.
He'll escape.
Can we? So people are wondering how Kevin Owens and Braun Strowman actually got into this situation in the first place. I think he actually started during. I think it was during Money in the Bank itself. I think Kevin Owens was going around to the other participants in the Money in the Bank, trying to make a team up to get rid of Braun Strowman in the match. And they kind of did actually do a team up most of the match. Mm-hmm. And you just noticed how much of a monster Braun Strowman is. He ended up getting ladders piled on top of him. And the only mistake, I don't know who it was, and I think it was The Miz, wasn't it? Went and got a ladder. And Braun Strowman
it was Finn Balor.
Was it?
Finn Balor went to get a ladder, pulled the ladder off.
And it was basically Braun Strowman was holding on to it.
Braun Strowman was attached to the other end, and then ended up with him basically chucking Kevin Owens off the top of probably the biggest ladder in the arena. I think this is going to be great, and I think so that's how we ended up here, wasn't it? I mean, but before that, they've been leading up to the fact that every time they've been in a match between Braun Strowman and Kevin Owens, Braun Strowman's ended up basically absolutely destroying Kevin Owens on the outside of the ring.
Well, the thing is, the only way, like we said, the only way we can see Kevin Owens winning this match is he can only escape. He is no way going to beat Braun Strowman in a pin or a submission.
And I think he will, because I think we're all expecting he won't. But this is going to be like Sin Cara when Sin Cara won that dumpster match, wasn't it?
Yeah,
we were all expecting.
Basically, he actually landed into it, didn't he?
Trick him into the dumpster. Yeah, he tricked him into the dumpster. And then Braun Strowman kicked the crap out of him. And I think
that's going to end up the same again.
The crap kicked out of him.
Oh.
But I do think he'll win the match. He'll get out somehow.
Yeah, so I agree with you. I see Kevin Owens winning this match by escaping. And by the looks of things, the match also agrees with us. It thinks that Kevin Owens is going to escape the cell, the cage. I've got a feeling Braun Strowman will not be flat on his back by the time that Kevin Owens has escaped. Oh God, he's going to break the cage.
Well, again, they won't do that again.
Oh no! They're going to. Something's going to be broken, and it's either going to be Kevin Owens or the cage in the match.
Yeah.
Or both.
Yeah. It's one that I'm looking forward to. I am looking forward to this one.
I am too. It's going to be an entertaining match, and well, it's definitely something that is worth going to be watching in Extreme Rules itself. So anyway, let's move on to the next, which is the Raw Women's Championship. Let's talk about both Women's Championships for this one. But of course,
all that together.
But so both of them have got an extreme twist to them. But let's talk about the Raw Women's Championship first, because Alexa Bliss is now champion again. Which
due to cash in.
She cashed in on the night. We were not. We thought that the cash in was going to happen for the SmackDown, weren't we?
Because I think we were. And we weren't really sure because we didn't. Well, it was all a case of which matches came up first, wasn't it, and stuff like that.
Yeah, and the women's match came first.
Obviously, we didn't expect this because Ronda Rousey was involved, wasn't it? We just didn't see this. I've got to admit, it was a shock.
It was a shock,
and it was a nice shock.
And if people want to know why Ronda Rousey is not involved in this match, she has been suspended. I think the suspension actually ends on Monday.
A suspension runs out on Monday, I think.
Yeah.
Which they've done on purpose.
Of course.
She is going to be there.
Though. Oh, she is going to go after Alexa Bliss.
And she's going to be sitting in the front row, is what she said. So she will be there, and she will be involved. And it's Extreme Rules, so there's no disqualifications.
Well, she could technically get herself involved, even though it might cause her suspension to last a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Which I hope not, because I do see it be Alexa Bliss versus Ronda Rousey.
I don't think she isn't going to be. Say the suspension won't last any longer because I think they've got plans for SummerSlam. But
the question is, do you think it's going to be for the Raw Women's Championship at SummerSlam?
I think it could. I don't know. Depends how this one goes, doesn't it?
Yeah. So
depends how this one goes.
Well, like I said, this is going to be Extreme Rules.
I think Nia's going to walk out.
You think Nia's going to walk out?
We end. You know what? It's SummerSlam. It could well be a. It could well be a freeway.
Triple threat.
Yeah.
Oh, that actually would be.
I think a triple threat. That would be good as well.
Just saying. Now thinking of it, what if I don't know? We got our sources wrong a little bit. Nikki Cross was probably at this SmackDown Live event, but she does end up coming over to Raw. That would be weird.
I doubt. Yeah, it's not. I think, as I said, I think possible triple threat at SummerSlam.
Yeah, I see it be a triple threat
between these three. Between these three.
Well, the thing
I think.
Yeah.
You would presume that Nia would win this, but Alexa is so sneaky.
The thing is, she's sneaky, and I've got a feeling that she has got a couple of. Well, she's got Mickie James, hasn't she, somewhere? Unless she's been injured.
No, Mickie James is still there. So Mickie James, and she will be there. She'll be ringside. So I think. I think it's gonna be an interesting match.
Yeah.
I think it's actually going to be. I think they will use, weapons and stuff this year. So it's not going to be like last year's kendo stick on a pole match when Bayley refused to use the kendo stick.
Yeah, because both of them will actually use.
That's a start.
I'm more afraid that Nia Jax is going to end up breaking more weapons than actually using Alexa Bliss. Oh, that was interesting. That was brilliant. Where Alexa Bliss basically she had hitting Nia Jax with a kendo stick. It looked brilliant, a massive one, and then she just grabs it, takes off her. Alexa luckily ran that smack sound. Yeah, she luckily got out of there, and then she just snapped the kendo stick. I'm thinking, yeah. Looking at her thinking. This is actually going to be a fun match. But
I think it could be really good.
So, do you think Nia Jax is going to be walking out as champion, or do you think it's going to be sticking with Alexa?
I really don't. I'm really struggling to call this one. As I say, I think Ronda Rousey is not going to be there just to watch. She's going to get involved somehow. That's going to be pivotal. I think Mickie James will be involved. That's going to be pivotal. So I think Alexa will walk out with it. But I think we're then moving towards as I say, a triple threat at SummerSlam.
Yeah. I think whoever wins this, I think it doesn't really matter. Like you said, it's more than likely going to end up with triple threat, which would be bad for Alexa in a way because you're going to have two people who are angry at her. But she did. This is the thing. I'm on Alexa's side with this. She did not do something illegal. She legally cashed in her Money in the Bank on her, and that's just how it happens. That is what the point of the Money in the Bank briefcase is for. And So I'm just saying, Ronda Rousey is probably in the wrong this time. But I do. Either way, I think a triple threat match at SummerSlam between them would be brilliant.
I think where she went off was when she called her an overhyped rookie, which was fantastic.
Well, be honest, she technically, she basically
She's
jumped.
technically correct.
That was her second. That was her second.
But she is a rookie.
Yeah. Well, that was her first singles match as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah. Just.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah. Let's talk about that one. Yeah. Let's talk about the other one.
Yeah.
James Ellsworth's back. Yay.
Yeah.
The no chin, no wonder.
Yeah.
Oh, why is he back? I thought we got rid of him.
I don't know. I don't really know why he's back because I don't think Carmella doesn't need him.
No. he's a gimmick, I guess. But
Yeah.
I'll be honest, that whole Oscar versus Ellsworth matches that we've had this week and last week, it was a bit of cringe. It was more cringe than anything.
It was. It was uncomfortable, to be honest, the way he was. But obviously he's playing that character well because we all dislike it. I think we saw something. James called this because he's going to be. So my understanding is Ellsworth is going to be in a shark cage.
Yes. So if people don't know how this match is going, there was a match. I don't know if it was Extreme Rules, but Big Cass faced Big Show with Enzo Amore in a shark cage last year. It's pretty much going to be the same thing, but James Ellsworth.
And before that, we've seen this a few times, haven't we? But I mean, NXT they did it with Authors of Pain with
Elric.
Elric was in a shark cage.
NXT did it a lot better.
They've done this a few times. Yes. So they've done it a few times. It's been done in the past. But he's going to be in a thing. Now, I think, and James called this earlier, and I think it was chat to James, and I think he's got to put a good point. I think we saw something in the match this week which will demonstrate how this match is going to go.
Oh, don't tell me he's going to strip.
I think, and we saw this a little bit with, I think it was with Jericho, because Jericho had the handcuffs, didn't he, in the thing with him. So this week we saw
Jericho was in one as well, wasn't he? Shit,
yeah,
how about that?
With Kevin Owens.
Yeah, I remember that now.
Yeah. So I think we're going to see, because this week we saw the match finished. Carmella had passed a bottle of what was obviously supposed to be
it was a spray, whatever it was. I think it's hairspray. And then she sprayed it in Oscar's eyes and kicked her head off. I'm presuming we'll see that this, because that tends to be a trail, doesn't it? So I think this week, he will have that hidden somewhere within his costume. He's gonna be wearing his baggy douchebag look.
It's gonna be in his shorts.
Yeah.
And then I think he'll drop that into the ring.
Oh,
and then
I've got a feeling that
she'll spray Oscar in the face and win.
What if the referee, they usually do the pat down, or they do it to him, and then they find that on him before the match?
What was that? Sorry.
So what if usually in a match they usually do the pat down, don't they? What if they do that to Ellsworth and they find that on him?
Well, they did it. They did it last year. And Jericho still had the handcuffs.
Yeah.
I don't know where he hid them.
We don't question where he hides them. It's Jericho.
My eyes are watering a little bit thinking about it.
Yeah.
But I would say if you could hide a pair of handcuffs, then a bottle of mace should probably fit somewhere a bit easier. So,
so do you think Carmella's going to be walking out as champion still?
I think Carmella's going to walk out. I do. Yeah, I think she's going to walk out. Again, I think if the title's going to change hands at SummerSlam, I'm happy with Carmella.
Yeah,
I think
I am
funny,
too.
It's refreshing. I just wish Ellsworth wasn't there.
Yeah, I think the thing is, he's only been there for a month, and I already find him annoying.
Yeah.
And on the actual night he was there, and you looked at him thinking, "Oh, great! You could already figure out who was in that can't be back. No, please don't be back."
Well,
and then it's fucking back.
And also, I think his management team had tweeted something out beforehand that sort of gave the game away.
Yeah, not the best management team, is it?
No, because they tweeted something out saying that his schedule had been cleared for the next 6 months or so.
Oh god, he's going to be here for 6 months.
So I presume he'll be here till Christmas. He's got a bit of a run.
Mate, okay, let's talk about another SmackDown match then. Do you want to use this as the quick run through, and then we'll call it, because it's 52 minutes into it. So the match that we've got on here is for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. It is the Bludgeon Brothers versus Team Hell No. Team Hell No's back. Yay!
And I'm loving that.
I am too.
And I really want them to win this. And I hope they win this.
And
I think the Bludgeons are terrible.
And I've learnt that Kane is a fan of NSYNC.
Yeah, that was great.
The little speech, and then they stopped to fall.
NSYNC will never reform.
Justin Timberlake is just too much.
We call him JT. JT's just too big. I love that.
Oh, and then the little speech where he had it, and they stopped and thought, "Did you just quote NSYNC?" Thinking, "Oh yeah, brilliant, Nick." So yeah,
I like them back, and I really like them back, and I want them, and I'd like them to win this. I think
I don't
the
see
fact that we're
happening.
presuming and the fact that we're presuming that Daniel Bryan is going to have a singles match against AJ Styles sort of indicate they're not going to win this.
I would be surprised, but at the same time, be happy if they do win it. But at the same time, this is the thing, and we know that their match is going to be first. SaniTy has got to be doing something in the background, haven't they? The thing is, they've already been involved in Team Hell No and Bludgeon Brothers.
That would make sense, wouldn't that?
That
would be the only sensible reason why
they on the kickoff show, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'd say that they could have been the first match. I would have loved that to be the first. Well, technically it is. It's the kickoff show match, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just makes I don't see Team Hell No winning this for the fact that they've basically just formed back again, and it doesn't looks like it's not just which I'm surprised these two haven't had a match at Extreme Rules. Not only has Team Hell No come back, but their counsellor has also come back this month as well.
Yeah, that's been really funny.
With Sasha and Bailey.
Bailey.
I'm happy that they're finally fighting. It's been built up for about a year now, and just have a match. Do you I thought
it's gonna be. That match is going to happen, and it's going to happen at SummerSlam. It's going to happen at SummerSlam because they've got a report back to Kurt this week on the progress of the counselling. Well, we know that counselling hasn't really worked and hasn't been going particularly well. That match is going to happen.
Just saying something,
but it's going to be SummerSlam, and that's fair enough. Actually,
this is the same Kurt.
It's a SummerSlam size of match.
This is the same Kurt Angle who mainly says a lot when it comes to Raw. When it comes to problems, we sort them out in the ring. Why are we not sorting this problem out in the ring at the moment?
Yeah, because they're trying to drag it out to SummerSlam. That's why.
That's probably the reason. That's the only reason.
This is a SummerSlam size match, isn't it?
Yes.
SummerSlam is becoming the second WrestleMania.
Well, it's near enough long enough to be.
This is definitely, and it's the same as Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles. It's a WrestleMania match.
Yeah.
It's going to happen at SummerSlam. WrestleMania is going to be, I'm calling this now, Daniel Bryan versus The Miz.
I want that. I so want that, and they basically teased it again this week, which is...
Yeah.
What the hell was that?
Yeah. It's gonna... it's heavily played Injustice. I'm very excited about Batman. Batman kicking Superman's ass.
Well, that's what people expect. But I'm not starting that because there's so many people who will be angry with that. Oh, we're not going down that route.
Show me kryptonite.
Yeah. So Team Hell No, Bludgeon Brothers was saying that Bludgeon Brothers are going to keep the championships for a little bit longer.
Yeah,
which
I really don't want them to. But I think SaniTy are going to... SaniTy seemed to me to be the team that could win. Yeah. And would be believable. I'm not sure. Move on.
Let's move on to another match, which I'm also looking forward to, even though we know it's going to be 30 minutes long. Dolph Ziggler versus Seth Rollins for the Intercontinental Championship. And
it's going to be good.
McIntyre is allowed to be at ringside.
Yeah, he's not banned.
He's not banned from ringside. I'm looking forward to this. There was a huge shot Dolph winning it in the first place, especially when you felt like these two were going to be destroying the tag team division. No, they're destroying the Intercontinental division instead.
I think it's been good. I think it's worked well. I think Dolph looks really, really happy at the moment.
Yeah, he's got a brilliant storyline at the
push
moment.
that he's deserved. Yeah, and he's sat there in that midfield as a gatekeeper, for the last 2 or 3 years now, and this is really good because he is good.
Yeah.
And I think he works well with McIntyre. That is going to break down at some point. They're going to have a match, which is going to be amazing when it happens.
That's probably. I'm going to say. I wouldn't say
but,
Survivor Series because I've got a feeling Survivor Series is going to be
No.
that one time of the year when it's Raw v SmackDown.
Yeah, they
apart
fight
from these
each
other
other.
times of the year when that happened.
Yeah.
But
I think, I do think this is going to be a really good match.
yeah,
I'd call it. I'm going to call it for Dolph.
I'm going to say
because,
Dolph because I think McIntyre is going to be such an influence in this.
He's the equaliser in this, isn't he, by a long way?
The thing is, Seth Rollins is good, but I'm going to be honest, McIntyre.
Yeah.
The thing is, this time that of him being away from the WWE, and then when we've said that when he was at NXT, he is so much better from his first run in the WWE, and I'm hoping that these just work with this one, and don't just give up and end up being another 3MB all over again.
No,
which that would upset me. Not saying I love 3MB. Yeah, I loved 3MB. That was great. Yeah. I would love to see a sketch where Harper, Jinder Mahal, and McIntyre run into each other backstage, and then McIntyre beats up both of them. Yeah. But so you're saying that Dolph Ziggler's going to win. I'm saying Dolph Ziggler's going to win as well. Watch our look.
Yeah.
By the way, the game thinks that Daniel Bryan and Team Hell No is going to be winning. We was talking about this match, but this match is on next anyway, which was the Intercontinental. But we're going to continue with our quick paces of this. Yeah. And we are going to be talking about the classed as minor championships, aren't they? The United States Championship, it is Jeff Hardy versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
I mean, this doesn't feel like a minor championship.
It doesn't because it's too big. It's still too ready. But you got Shinsuke, who I still think deserves to be WWE champion here.
He does.
And then you've got Jeff Hardy, who he's slowly, if you notice, becoming down the Brother Nero side of things. He's already got. Yeah, he's already got the clear eyes. He's breaking.
Yeah.
He's not breaking. He's broke.
Oh, he's been deleted now for the last couple of weeks.
He's woken. Yeah.
I think Shinsuke's going to win this, and I think it's going to push Jeff completely over.
Yeah.
Because he's not quite there at the moment, and I think this will push him completely over.
Yeah.
I think.
It's just.
I think they could push him on.
But the thing is, but then again, would you want Nakamura to be holding the US Championship and not towards the WWE Championship from this?
You know what? I just want him to hold a championship.
That's a good point. He's not holding one yet, has he?
You know what? No, he's not. I'm sick of him versus AJ, to be honest.
Basically, the Nutcracker series.
The last one was the best one so far.
Which is weird because one of the matches was a WrestleMania match as well, which is a little bit upsetting. I think I'm going to say this now. Look,
WrestleMania one was probably the poorest of all of them, to be honest.
Look, this year's WrestleMania was all right. The thing is, there's so many good things that came from it. But the thing that I still feel a little bit upset with is, of course, the Shinsuke Nakamura versus AJ Styles, which on paper, that would be a star-studded match. And it didn't feel that way because there were so many other big matches around it. And, of course, Asuka versus Charlotte Flair for the Women's Championship. No, it was not the right time to end the streak at WrestleMania. No offense to Charlotte Flair. It was not the right time. And I think that's what upsets me about WrestleMania. But then again, it could also be because it shows that because it's such a big event now, WrestleMania is, that matches like AJ versus Shinsuke Nakamura can be easily buried by other people there. And it was, which is sad.
Yeah.
But going with Jeff Hardy versus Shinsuke here.
I'm loving the heel. Shinsuke's a heel is brilliant.
Oh god, I love the music.
He's so funny. I mean, that whole I speak no English stuff he was doing with Renee Young was hilarious.
Yeah.
I thought, and it was. I think it's been really good. As I say, I think he'll win it. I think it's going to push Jeff over completely to being woken or broken or whatever he is.
The thing
and
is,
then I think that's going to be
they're on different
fun to
shows.
see. I think. Yeah, they are at the moment, but they'll come back at
Ooh, yeah.
But yeah, I think the whole point is, isn't it? That Matt has always been a better tag team. Performer than he has
and
been
Jeff
a
has
single.
always been better as a single competitor.
Jeff has always been. He's always had that. Yeah, and I think by splitting him onto the two brands, we've got the gimmick. I think they'll meet up at Survivor Series. They'll do stuff together at certain points.
Well, what
but
about
in the
SummerSlam?
meantime, I think they'll push. Possibly, yeah. Well, they'll be there together, won't they?
Yeah. Well, they can be. Technically, they're together at any pay-per-view at the moment because if people don't know, both Raw and SmackDown will be on all pay-per-views for this year, and I'm guessing for the foreseeable future.
I think, yeah. So I think you're going to see. I think they will meet up.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be interesting as well. I think it'll be funny.
So
yeah, we shall see what happens.
So you saying Shinsuke is going to win the match?
I think so. Yeah. I think so.
You know what? I'm gonna. It's one of those where I find it tough to decide, but I'm agreeing with you at the same time that I think it is time that Shinsuke did hold some kind of championship now. And at the same time, I probably do not want to see Shinsuke versus AJ at SummerSlam.
No.
It's difficult to see who would be facing AJ Styles at SummerSlam at the moment.
That's the problem, isn't it, really?
But what about... you know what?
There's nobody stand out in that division.
Here's my thought. What if whoever loses this match ends up facing AJ? Would you like to see Jeff Hardy versus AJ Styles at SummerSlam?
I really would. I really would.
That would be a fun match.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Let's talk about the last match on the card. Finn Balor versus Constable Baron Corbin.
I'm loving Constable Corbin.
Oh,
he's brilliant.
He shaved his hair.
I mean, it was I love that. I think it was.
He does know that he doesn't. He didn't have to shave his hair for the job, right?
Yeah. I think it's given him. I think this is giving him a real lease of life, actually, because it's allowing him to play with the character. It's allowing him to sort of to have speaking slots each week, and he's very good on the mic. He always has been. And the interplay between him and Kurt Angle was really good.
Yeah.
So I'm liking this.
1 minute. Let me just have a look through here. Yeah. Oh wait. Yeah. It does say here to be part of the Authority, you do have to lose your hair. Under the fact you've got to have less hair than Triple H. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Unless you're Stephanie.
Unless you're Stephanie, that doesn't count. Well, she's actually in charge.
This is why. This is why Seth Rollins was kicked back out again. Obviously.
Yeah.
To shave his head.
I'm enjoying the storyline between these two as well, and it's nice to see that Finn Balor has got a match, and he's still got the little cheeky grin.
Yeah. I'm enjoying this. I think this is going to be quite good fun.
I still think Baron Corbin could do with working on his mic skills a little bit, but it's still fun. It's especially with him.
I think he's quite good.
I don't know. It's like when he was having a little conversation between him and Balor, explaining why he ended up attacking him during their match.
Yeah.
And that Finn Balor should come and apologise to him. I'm looking at him thinking, yeah, this is slightly awkward. And then Finn Balor comes and think, you know what? No, this is actually kind of fun. Continue, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun seeing these two, especially Balor actually having a match, and of course, I was going to say Braun Strowman there, Baron Corbin actually having something to do in Raw at the moment. The thing is, you don't see him in for the Intercontinental picture at the moment, especially with Dolph Ziggler and Seth Rollins being up there. And you definitely
Again,
don't
this is
see
the
him in
problem,
the Universal picture.
This is the problem. No, you don't. And this is the problem because, again, we've only got one title.
Yeah,
There's one
thanks, Brock.
single title on Raw. Yeah, and it's holding everything back.
Raw needs that championship back. The thing is, it needs it back, and I'm hoping that it happens sooner rather than later. Oh, do you know what I would love? When it comes to SummerSlam next month, we're actually saying no, it's Braun Strowman versus somebody. Braun Strowman does cash in Brock Lesnar before SummerSlam. That would be... Oh, God, what if that is that match?
Could be.
Yeah, that match is actually Braun Strowman cashing it in at that time. Technically, he's actually had that match now. He can go. But, it's irritating, but, hopefully we'll get the Universal Championship back soon. So, our Intercontinental match is finished here as well. I do say Dolph Ziggler is going to beat Seth Rollins. McIntyre did get involved in the match quite a lot as well, which is nice to see.
And he will, I expect, yes. I will.
Well, before we go, just a few little catch-ups of what has happened over the last month as well. First of all, let's talk the UK Championship. News did come out that we are finally getting a UK... I'm guessing it's coming to WWE Network?
It's going to be called NXT UK, isn't it?
Which I'm loving that. And it's going to be having... the UK Championship is going to be there. There's going to be a tag division, and there's going to be a women's championship as well there. Which I think they said that the first shows is going to be later this month at, I think it was it Cambridge?
Yeah, not sure, but
NXT UK. I'm just typing it to have a look. Cambridge. So it's going to be the 28th and the 29th in Cambridge. And then, you know what, mate? I want to go to Insomnia next month now. Because it's WWE NXT UK is going to be at Insomnia on the 26th and 27th of in Birmingham. Yeah, that's the next lot of tapings. Oh, 25 quid. That might be worth going. Yeah. Oh no, it's not 20. Oh, 28 quid for the tier 2 for Insomnia on the Sunday. Oh, so worth it. It's tempting. And I think they've announced. So, like I said, Insomnia, and then Liverpool in November is going to have NXT UK. Plymouth is going to be having it in October. Oh wait, that's pretty much what they've told us. So, so NXT UK, I'm happy that it's going to be there, and it looks like Pete Dunne is going to be the main star for them with Moustache Mountain. And if it's anything that happened like the UK Championship, I am so looking forward to this.
I think it's going to be really good.
And
it's going to be really good.
And also, they're going to have competition here in the UK. So I think they said the 26th of July, World of Sports Wrestling is going to be coming back to ITV as well.
Yeah, that's coming back.
So look, I'm just happy that it's coming to the UK properly again. And especially this last year with the UK Championship itself, especially on NXT, and it has been on Raw as well a couple of times. It's showing that we have the talent here in the UK.
No, you know, it's really good. My issue is staging, and it's like I think that's what you got to be careful with, is that when WWE do it, it looks amazing. When we do it, it looks like they're wrestling in a town hall. And that's
technically they are.
Well, exactly that's the thing, isn't it? They are wrestling the town. And that's my problem with it. It looks amateur. You know, I think they're just going to be careful. Yeah.
Well, either way, it'll be interesting to see how it goes, and hopefully.
Either way, I'm excited about it.
Yeah, come on, be on WWE. Yeah. More than likely, it's going to be coming onto WWE Network, and also it looks like if this is successful as well, I see WWE using the NXT brand in other places as well. So we're going to probably have UK. We're probably going to have Australia. We're probably going to have the Asia division, wherever that will be. I doubt it will be in Japan, just because there is a ton of competition in Japan.
I think in Japan.
But I think UK is going to be Europe's main WWE developmental now as well. But talking about the tournaments, the Mae Young Classic is also coming back later this year.
Yeah,
and
that's good.
One person has already been announced who's going to be part of the Mae Young Classic. Caitlyn is going to be coming back.
What's the name? Yeah.
Which a lot of people are actually excited.
Well, you're going to get you've got the what's the name as well? They've signed all. They've got all four UFC.
The 4 horsewomen.
Oh, yeah. All 4 of them are now signed. Now, obviously, Baszler and Ronda Rousey are doing their stuff already. The other 2, they will be in the Mae Young, I'm expecting.
Yeah.
You know? And eventually we're going to see that, aren't we? It's going to be the 4 versus the 4 eventually.
Yeah, another one that's just been announced today as well, Rhea Ripley, who is part of the WWE NXT, is also going to be taking part in it as well.
Yeah, I was going to say, was she not in it last year?
I think she was.
Yeah.
She Australian born, so
yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
There's no reason why they can't go in it if they were in it last year, because obviously they have been with the...
Yeah, she was there. She fell.
Dusty Rhodes. Yeah.
Yeah, she fell out in the first round against Dakota Kai as well. So the thing is, I wouldn't be surprised if we see other people coming back. We had it with UK Championship. We had a couple of stars come back. We had Joseph Connors come back, who got unfortunately knocked out during the Download Festival stage of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we could see some people coming back again for this one as well.
Yeah.
I don't think there's been any set date when this is starting at the moment. But I would expect it's probably...
It's October, November last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was something around there. Yeah, so WWE have... Yeah, more updates were coming available. It was announced on the WWE Network, on WWE.com, of course. And of course, she held the title. If people don't know Caitlyn, she held the title for 153 days when it was the Divas Championship. And of course, her greatest rival, AJ Lee, during that as well.
Yeah, he will not be coming back.
Unfortunately. Yeah. So, mate,
anyway,
that is it. We are done with Extreme Rules. Some brilliant matches that we're looking forward to, including the kickoff, which is available on YouTube for people to watch. The rest will be on WWE Network, of course. We will be back for, we are saying SummerSlam, which I just feel it's going to be, since it's August pay-per-view.
Yes.
Yeah. Why is it like that? Yeah. It's going to be that. Yeah. So it's going to be that. Of course, when we'll be back, we'll also be having our NXT Takeover Brooklyn 4.
Yeah. Which will be even.
What?
It is,
I think it's 4. What's the number 1 there on top?
Yeah.
But really Brooklyn 4. Yeah. So according to this, it is.
Takeovers are becoming when takeovers on. It's the highlight of the weekend.
Oh god, yeah. Like last month, it was brilliant again. I think it was. Money in the Bank was brilliant. Yeah. But still, Takeover was better.
Takeover was better.
So according to this, we will be back on August for Extreme Rules, which of course is July the 15th. This Sunday in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And then, of course, SummerSlam, which is going to be August the 19th in Brooklyn, New York. And, of course, NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 4, which is Brooklyn, New York, on August the 18th.
Yeah.
And, at the moment, looking here, we've got Hell in the Cell, Super Showdown, which we're going to be talking about later down the year. Oh, my God. And then, NXT War Games 2. Survivor Series and TLC Tables, Ladders and Chairs. So that's what's looking forward to this year. So Hanksy, thank you for joining me.
Yep. problems, pleasure.
We're going now.
To it.
We're going to go play. Oh no, we're going to just. I don't know what we're going to do.
Yeah.
9 o'clock. We're going now. But thank you for joining us for another WWE Predictions, and of course, until next time.
Yep.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.